in this very serious, solemn, and quite grown-up Northwest Exploration episode, we got another lawnmower.
Of course you did.
Thanks, random viewer.
Alright, so, yeah, you heard that right. We ended up with another garden tractor lawnmower here.
This bad boy is powered by Craftsman's at the time automatic. It's a hydrostatic transmission essentially, and it's powered by Kohler Command, the 22.5 horse V-Twin. You've seen this very engine and tractor combo on Northwest Exploration before. In fact, might be able to cut back to that. But this is a powerful, tough engine. It just gets the job done. The hood, however, is not as tough and powerful, and it's falling apart at the seams, but that is no problem because we should be able to get this reliable, strong power plant running as it did. Sitting a full year, no battery, just wasting away after he got the sewer turn.
So, a little story on this. This is a garden tractor with the twin tie rod steering, and we need these parts for Indy 500 mower. Now, this is an automatic hydrostatic, which is not good. So that's why this is just our parts mower. Yeah. So like you said, 22.5 V-Twin, great engine, all steering components we need. Definitely has a cast iron front end that I didn't realize.
But it has a cast iron front end, which is awesome.
Got the parts mower. I'm sitting a year. We're gonna see if we can get it running today and mowing some lawns.
Video, yeah. Mow some lawns.
So basically, we got the battery in it. We got nothing though as far as the starter, and well, there was a starter on the mower, so we're assuming it has a bad starter. That's really easy to change. That's what we're working on now, and we'll update you once we do that, because that should be our next obstacle.
Alright, that's the end of day one. It didn't run, in fact the crank bolt snapped, so it needs a starter. Definitely, that's on the list. That one is ruined. But it will run, and hopefully you'll see that when the video cuts to the next clip.
Okay, so it's day 2 now. We haven't been on this for like a week or two. So basically what we just did is took a semi-bad starter off of another garden tractor. It'll start it, it just isn't really healthy, but we don't really care. We also flushed the fuel, it's getting good fuel, and yeah, basically we're just gonna try and start.
If the pump doesn't work, I'm just gonna kind of manually put some fuel through.
Yeah, the key switch doesn't really work. We don't really know, it might not even have spark because of that, so we'll see. Okay, battery's hooked up, we're just gonna jump solenoid here.
Got very low power.
Okay, so it sounds like a dying battery.
Yeah.
So, yep, 1,000 cranking amps is what you just said.
1,000 cranking amps is a lot.
That sounds better. She's alive. Oh yeah. Looks a little rusty, blue rust all over my pants. Oh man, nice. Well, that's good. Also, flywheel bolt is definitely sheared, so we're hoping that doesn't come off.
All right, so we just aired up the tires. It looks way more level now. I'm liking that. I don't know if you guys could tell, but it sounded like it was running on one cylinder. So we're gonna pull the plugs and just clean them off, and maybe it'll stop missing. But other than that, it actually fired up semi soon. And nobody on the farm has ever driven a hydrostatic or automatic transmission lawnmower, so we're interested to see how it feels. Actually, I guess technically you have. Your mower's kind of automatic.
Mine's semi-automatic, but it's not hydrostatic.
So this is gonna be really this is gonna be a first
Hydrostatic drive test.
first hydrostatic drive for anyone, actually. So yeah, we'll get cleaned up and then we'll start driving. All right, so here's the plugs. Not good, but we've definitely seen worse around here. So I'm just gonna wire wheel these off. So it does run, it just needs spark plugs. It only runs on one cylinder, so it's only getting actually 11.25 horsepower, if that, because it's running very bad. But we'll go see what we got for plugs. I might have to go down to our local Napa here and get some else, but yeah.
All right, we got new plugs in.
Choke's on, a little bit of throttle there.
Let's see if she fires. It's gonna be a fighter.
I think it's just starting.
All right, it's like stuck on half choke, but we're gonna attempt to drive this. We have no idea. Okay, got it into gear. Oh gosh, it runs, it lives. I think you just rev it up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, this is great. First hydrostatic. The choke's really hurting the power, but you know, if it runs, it runs. So we're gonna go try and get the choke out. So, beginning of the video, you know, will it run? Well, here's your answer. It runs pretty good. We'll demonstrate it once more.
Once more, here's it running.
Choke,
it.
key.
Bit of throttle, key on. Bridge. Come on. Don't prove us wrong.
Okay, take two. The clutch wasn't in.
So,
Hopefully that. Okay, so we had to fiddle with it a little bit, but it runs. Clutch. It was a clutch sensor, but we got it. It's running good. We're gonna drive it around a little bit.
Alright, so first off-road test. It needs some gas, but you know.
every mower's worst enemy is the log. Severe backfires caused by the ethanol gasoline that was put in it and stored in it for a year sitting. But as you can see, it's still pretty capable for a stock lawnmower with a hydrostatic. It's doing pretty good. I'm pretty impressed by that. Yeah.
Wes is gonna take his turn on the mower because why not? One thing I noticed is that the hydrostatic transmission isn't a good, you know, doesn't like to lock up at all with the diff, but it looks like he's going right into the sticks and everything. By the way, we have no idea how hydrostatic works, so yeah, we're just beating the crap out of it. We don't care. Making some good belt noises from under the body there. Oh yeah, that's what we like to hear. Not sure exactly what he's got planned here, but whatever. This is a pretty fun little mower.